Well, I was born in Wisconsin. My dad retired from the Kimberly-Clark Corporation, and then we moved when I was a teenager to Northern Virginia. All of my education occurred in the Virginia area, with the exception of coming up as a child and doing most of all my education has been since come to Virginia. About a third of my life has been in Florida, about a third in now Virginia, and a third in Wisconsin. Yes, I began my career as a math teacher. I was at Bogosiega High School in St. Petersburg. I had interesting experiences with students who were from less than advantaged with home lives. And so I started out basically accepting the challenge of educating those who had the potential for being educated. I was the spokesperson for the Pinellas County Public School System at the time that desegregation.
Oh my.
And so I had a lot of experiences through the legal process, and from that point on, I became dean of academic affairs at St. Petersburg, and at the age of 35, I was selected as president of Northern Virginia Community College. I began by going after a state of Florida scholarship. My education then began with a baccalaureate degree at the University of Florida. And I received my master's and my doctorate in Tallahassee. So I am both a Gator and I'm a Seminole, and just passing by, I went through a few well-known schools like Harvard and UCLA and Duke. So I got a broad breadth of education, and I started at college in '68. I think '68, and we started with about 3,000 students in the fall of 1968, and I was informed by a number of the leaders of the area, including those members of the General Assembly. I should be prepared to limit enrollment to about 3,000, and that was the challenge. The basic challenge was to see how many students could be helped. The college now has 85,000 students, and a variety of programs that we were able to bring enough resources together to have everything from nurse training to IT, which is becoming very big now, and we will offer and continue to offer the programs that are needed by the corporate community, the need for personal training in a variety of areas. And the college became big so quickly that I didn't have an opportunity to sit down and talk with students. I was there to keep the college on a focus that would continue to meet the needs of the community college. As a result, the college was an active member of the Chamber of Commerce and other associations such as that one, that we wanted to make certain that we hit the types of programs we knew would be determined by the continued involvement with the community, with the corporate community. Well, we made certain as we started growing over the 20s and the 30s that we kept informed the leadership in the area. I would spend, I'd say, half my time working with the legislature and the private sector of the Northern Virginia area. Well, the college was designed from the beginning to serve the needs, regardless of what they might be, of the Northern Virginia area. We have had the opportunity and actually the challenge of being involved with the Pentagon and the military personnel throughout the world. When I first came, I was involved in accreditation, but we were a little bit uncertain as to how education would be able to be developed in a meaningful way for our military personnel as a major place for students to gain skills that they need. We knew that there was a need for the types of services that the community college would be the one would largely take that over. We worked carefully with George Mason University. George Johnson and I. George was president for some 15 years at George Mason, and we did our, rather than competing with each other, we did our presentations and requests jointly as we became known as the Dick and George Show. It has to be the development of programs and services that are necessary, as we see it, to serve the broad array of students that come. One of the part of an integral of that concept, I took the leadership with the other community colleges and with the universities, that if a student completes a 2-year degree program at the community college, they are guaranteed access to a 4-year college or university. So this opened up the doors to many international students. We look like the United Nations when you take a look at the graduate, those that are graduating. This is particularly helpful to students that do not have adequate resources to carry on a program by itself. So when the dean calls the names of the graduates, they have a difficult time to say them all. So they're from all over the world. Well, we continue to have facilities that are under construction, and our emphasis is on the student, the person that we're servicing. But we have to constantly be out making sure we have the finances that are necessary to carry on a large program as we have. We're now the largest community college in the world. We have an opportunity to touch base with the international community, and this is as we see what happens in the world now on a daily basis. We're the world leader now in community college, in higher education. Also, we get a lot of support from the legislature, and a major part of my job as president was to bring the resources to the colleges and provide then resources that our faculty and service staff can maintain a future for the institutions. We have six campuses, and the latest was my last project as president was the medical campus. That's an exciting campus. They offer health programs that we never even heard the names of a few years ago. The same truth comes true with IT.